If you've ever imagined waking up in the morning, walking outside with a cup of coffee, and instead of hearing traffic, you hear water moving with the tide, maybe an eagle overhead, maybe deer walking through the yard, then you might want to learn about a place called Seabeck, Washington. Most people in the Seattle area have never heard of it, but for the people who live right here, they absolutely love it. Today, I'm going to walk you through what living in Seabeck is actually like. We'll talk about the history, what daily life feels like, the natural beauty around the Hood Canal, what the housing market looks like, and who this community is really perfect for. And if at any point during the video you're thinking about moving to Kitsap County, I put together a free Washington State relocation guide that covers a lot of what out-of-state buyers wish they'd known before making the move. It's linked in the description below. Just grab it and use it. Seabeck sits on the western shoreline of Hood Canal, right here in Kitsap County. Now, if you're not familiar with Hood Canal, it's not actually a canal. It's a long fjord-like arm of Puget Sound, and it stretches all the way along the eastern side of the Olympic Peninsula. Seabeck sits right along that shoreline. You're about 20 minutes from Silverdale, 25 minutes from Bremerton, and roughly 30 minutes from the Bremerton Ferry terminal if you're commuting to Seattle. So while Seabeck feels very peaceful and rural, you're still within driving distance of major employers. Many residents work at the Naval Base Kitsap, Bangor Submarine Base, Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, or the medical and technology employers in Silverdale. And some people still commute across the water to Seattle using the ferry. But when you drive towards Seabeck, something changes. The traffic fades away, the trees get taller, the roads get quieter, and you start to feel like you've entered a completely different world. Seabeck actually has a fascinating story. Back in the 1850s, this was one of the most important industrial sites in the Pacific Northwest. A massive steam-powered lumber mill operated right here on the waterfront. Ships from around the world came to Seabeck to load lumber. At its peak, the town had hotels, stores, housing for workers, and a busy shipping port. In fact, historians say the British Royal Navy even used the word Seabeck as slang for lumber camps in the region. That's how well known the town became. But eventually, the timber industry moved elsewhere. The mill shut down in the late 1800s, and Seabeck slowly transitioned into the quiet rural community we know today. And interestingly, that slower pace never really went away. Even today, Seabeck still feels like a place where life moves a little differently. So what does it actually feel like to live here? The best word is peaceful. Seabeck is not built around nightlife or busy commercial districts. It's built around space, nature, and quiet living. Many homes sit on larger properties. Some overlook Hood Canal with sweeping water views. Others are tucked into forested acreage with complete privacy. A typical day might look like this. Morning coffee outside, watching the tide move through the canal, maybe taking a walk down to the shoreline, maybe launching a kayak. Later in the day, you might drive into Silverdale to run errands. And evenings here are usually calm and quiet. Sunsets over the water are incredible. Neighbors stopping by, maybe a fire pit in the backyard. It's a slower rhythm of life for sure. And for many people relocating from busier cities, that slower pace is exactly what they're looking for. But it's also important to be honest. If you prefer nightlife, walkable restaurants, or lots of activity right outside your door, Seabeck might feel a little remote. And that's okay, because the people who move here usually want exactly this kind of quiet lifestyle. Now let's talk about something that surprises a lot of people when they first visit Seabeck, the scenery. Locals sometimes jokingly refer to Seabeck as Little Switzerland, and once you see it, you'll understand why. Imagine standing on the shoreline of Hood Canal. The water stretches out in front of you, calm, deep blue, sometimes perfectly glassy. Across the canal rise the Olympic Mountains. Beautiful snow-capped peaks in the winter, green alpine ridges in the summer, and when the light hits those mountains just right, with the water reflecting the sky, it feels like something you might see in the Swiss Alps. Except this is right here in Kitsap County. Again, the sunsets here can be spectacular. The sky turns orange and pink over the mountains. The water reflects the colors and the entire canal almost glows. The wildlife is everywhere here. You'll see bald eagles regularly, herons fishing along the shoreline, seals popping their heads up in the water, deer walking through neighborhoods, and occasionally even whales traveling through Hood Canal. If you enjoy outdoor recreation, this area is incredible. Kayaking, paddleboarding, boating, fishing, hiking. You're also about 45 minutes from the Olympic National Forest, which means mountain trails, waterfalls, camping, and endless wilderness. For people who love being outside, this part of Kitsap County is really hard to beat. Well, even though Seabeck is small, it has its own personality. One of the most well-known places here is the Seabeck Conference Center. Originally built in the early 1900s as a YMCA camp, it now hosts weddings, retreats, and conferences. This property sits right on the waterfront and has some beautiful historic buildings. There's also the Seabeck General Store, and if you've ever lived in a small town, you know the general store is more than just a store. It's a part cafe, part market, and part community gathering place. You'll also find small farms, produce stands, and local businesses scattered throughout the area. For bigger shopping trips, most residents drive about 20 minutes into Silverdale. Schools, well, for families considering the move, Seabeck is part of the Central Kitsap School District. That district serves Silverdale, Bremerton, and surrounding communities. It offers strong academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. And kids growing up here often experience something pretty special. Instead of crowded neighborhoods, they're exploring forests, playing near the water, and spending time outdoors. For families who value that lifestyle, Seabeck can be an amazing place to raise kids. Well, let's talk about housing. Seabeck is known for larger properties and waterfront homes. You'll find waterfront homes along Hood Canal, rural acreage properties, custom homes in forest settings, and quiet residential neighborhoods. Because development here is lower density, many homes come with more land and privacy. Waterfront properties especially get attention when they hit the market. Some buyers move here full-time. Others buy second homes or weekend retreats. Inventory can be limited though, because once people move to Seabeck, they tend to stay. So who tends to thrive right here in Seabeck? Usually people who want space, privacy, quiet, and connection to nature. You'll see professionals working at nearby bases, remote workers, retirees, and outdoor enthusiasts. People who want room to breathe. But if you need constant activity, lots of restaurants, or dense, walkable neighborhoods, Seabeck may feel a little too quiet, and that's okay, because this place isn't trying to be a city. It's something different. Seabeck is one of those places people often discover by accident. Maybe they start their search in Silverdale or Bremerton, then they drive out here, they see the water, they see the mountains, they experience the quiet, and suddenly the conversation changes. For the right person, Seabeck isn't just a place to buy a home, it's a lifestyle choice. Slower mornings, more time outdoors, and a community that values space and nature. If you're thinking about moving to Kitsap County, if you're curious about communities like Seabeck, This channel is here to help you explore the area. And if you haven't grabbed the Washington State Relocation Guide quite yet, it's linked below. Whether you're 6 months away or just starting your research, I'm always happy to be of service. And if you'd like to explore more communities here in Kitsap County, check out the next video on this channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.